Cloud. Welcome everybody to the June 4th Ortelius Architecture. Not a lot on my list. I've been working on government grants, so I've been sucked into the world of government documentation. Um, Interesting. We were able to meet um, the CTO of the University of Texas of their National Institute for Security. And we are partnering with him on the Deploy Hub side. So we may be able to get a couple people from there around security. So I have to look through. He posted some of their PhD students, and they have some interesting backgrounds that I think we could leverage. Also last week we had that meeting with Zadia and I believe it's John from IBM around their dashboard thing that they've created. So probably like 3, 4 weeks ago, they showed us like a couple different flavors of what they're doing with the SBOMs. And basically it boiled down to like John created a couple pages, Zadia created a couple pages, another person created, and they decided to stick with the one that Zadia wrote, and that's the repo, the IBM SBOM utilities repo. Um, their focus is mostly on from an executive standpoint and how good SBOMs are. So the accuracy of them, like are there missing licenses? Are there missing supplier names? Are the pearls just mangled and are unusable type of thing? Because that makes a big difference for Red Hat when they go through and try to package things up, and they have to provide SBOMs for every single utility that's in the Linux operating system. Um, so they're trying to take it from that angle where we just worry about getting SBOMs and using what's there to the best of our ability.
And I'm
So
thinking that we might be able to work with them to figure out do they have a scoring? Like, do they score the SBOM on how good it is?
yeah, so if you look at that, you may have joined. Let me paste it in there again. In their repo, let me share my screen. So they exactly that. They have a SBOM health score. Um, so that is part of their executive summary. Um,
Cool.
so they look at the licenses, outdated components. They do have a CVE part that's an overlap with our part. And what they're doing is
On the outdated components, do they list the outdated components?
I'd have to look. I don't know if they have screenshots here. Yes, I believe they do. I have not played with this yet.
Okay.
So, uh,
So, Sasha, if you want to tinker, there's a good thing to tinker on to see what they do. It's pretty easy to use.
yeah,
I'm going to
so
shove this
base
into a pipeline.
yeah, all you have to
Yeah.
do is download it and let's see, version drift I think would be
Do
that
you know what's going
one.
to be cool is that I can use it at work because I've got like enterprise applications running, I can use it. I can just create a branch and test it out on like prop applications, right? Which
Yeah,
will be great.
and all you do with this one is it's totally standalone.
Oh,
It
cool. Can I use it
if
in Azure DevOps?
Yeah, so if you like just run this HTML page, there's gonna be a
Oh,
button
yeah.
to upload your SBOM, and then it'll give you the analysis of that SBOM. So it is
Oh,
very
is it a manual step? Oh, it's
very
manual.
manual,
Okay.
very manual at this
It's
Okay.
point. But
very
that's
manual. But so, Sasha, what we really should be doing is integrating it in Ortelius, and then you use Ortelius at work.
Yeah, I want to put it to list at work. Exactly. I've got
uh,
that test environment. I've got a complete clone. We have a complete clone of our production, which we call the sandpit, so that we can test things before we push it into production. So I want to run a Tilius in there. Exactly.
Yeah.
is that on AWS or what's the
No,
platform?
Azure. Azure
Azure.
DevOps.
Oh, that's right. I owe you.
Azure, yeah.
It's the The Azure front door, I think it's called, whatever that load balancer is that
Yeah,
we
the
got to
guy's
figure.
always complaining about it.
Oh my God, that is the
It's
worst.
so bad, they say. It's
It
so
is
bad.
so overly complicated.
Yeah,
So
and it's flaky. It's
yeah.
also flaky. Yeah.
But
So
we may be able to stand you up and just do a kube proxy for now for you to look at it.
yeah, we use Envoy in the Kubernetes cluster. I don't know if that helps.
Uh, it's good to know. Is that
Yeah.
your ingress then, Envoy?
Yeah, yeah. We had they replaced, well, it was before me. I was there. They replaced Nginx because of, it was deprecated from Kubernetes,
Yeah.
and they replaced it with Envoy. Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And then do you use is Envoy hooked up to front door?
I think so. I haven't
Okay.
gotten there yet in terms of because I've
Uh,
only been there a short time, but yeah, I'd assume it is because front door sits in front of it, right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the incoming load balancer.
Yeah, yeah. And I use Trafic at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I would run Ortelius at home here too. Because I've set up what's that? That IBM, what's that project sadly left? Tecton. I set up Tecton at home. So then I want to set up Tecton with an application and Ortelius behind Trafic. And I've got Tecton running, I just need Ortelius, and then I can put all three together, right? It's cool.
Yeah.
It'll be cool for me to practice.
Yeah,
Mm.
the Ortelius Helm chart should deploy to your local environment.
Okay.
I think it's coded as a kind. I have to make I have to that's on my
Yeah, yeah,
to-do
no
list.
worries.
My
Yeah,
my
yeah, no
to-do
worries.
list is to make sure the documentation for all the Helm
I can see your
deployments
to-do
are
list, Steve. It's going out your front door. I can see
yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's like one of those. It's like when you go to the grocery store, right? It's like your receipt when they give it to you. It's just
yeah,
like this long.
yeah, they keep growing.
Yeah, exactly.
Um So I will put that onto my to-do list.
Cool.
I got some time now. I've wrapped up that application grant and some other stuff. So I'm gonna get my head back into. So the two big things on my, or three big things. Um, I have to do a Lambda function for pulling Kubernetes deployments from AWS. We have a cloud function for Google's Kubernetes deployments, so we can catch that. I just have to do the Lambda, the same thing, different cloud provider. Um, and then I'll look at the what we need to do to integrate Zadia stuff in with live data, and then finally get the ingresses figured out for Azure.
Okay. Jeez, that's a lot.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Sasha, the reason why I am, I'm asking about getting Ortelius implemented because we are starting to have Deploy Hub is starting to have investors look at us and they want
Oh,
adoption.
that's
They want
great.
adoption. Yes, it would be
Yeah,
great. It would be
yeah,
great
yeah,
for the
yeah.
project. It would be great for us. It would be great to, it
Yeah.
would be
I'll
great
be
to,
glad to do that.
we would be glad to hire you if we had some money to do our platform engineering. So,
Oh my
so
word, to work with you guys would be an absolute like wow, I'd
oh,
be
we would
working with
love
like the
that.
oracles.
We would, I'm telling you, there's a couple on
Just
this, on the team. There are a couple of people I would love to pick up.
this I got so much respect for you guys. Jeez, to work, you're
Oh,
so smart. It's insane.
thank you.
It's
Oh,
like
thanks.
insane, yeah.
But we really
Yeah.
have to get the adoption up. So I
Yeah.
think that in a very short future here, the architecture team, I really want to get us all started on trying to implement different tooling in the OpenSSF. So we can have an
Mm,
OpenSSF platform for the vulnerability disclosure working group, which would be really great.
yeah.
That is
Yeah.
that's adoption.
Yeah.
We're doing some work with Space Force to try to get
Oh,
them to
cool.
adopt it in some areas that they need an open source solution. So we're at a point where it's kind of important that we really get focused on adoption. So whatever
Yeah.
you can do,
Yeah.
even if it's not running in a full-on production environment, you just have it in a sandbox and you're starting to look at it. would be super helpful.
No, I could do that for you completely. It's a clone of our production. We have to use it before we go to production. So it's technically production if you know what I mean, even though
That's
it's not
yeah.
that's
So
that's the cool thing about it, right? It's a clone.
yeah,
Yeah.
so you're
Yeah.
doing a
What
digital twin of the clone, which
yeah,
is
yeah.
real easy. Right, right.
So
And
whatever goes so everything goes to the sandbox first before it goes to production. So that's the cool thing about it. Like
yeah,
it's always going to be up to date, right? Because it goes there first before production,
yeah.
which is cool.
And I
Yeah.
may need a fourth on the list would be whatever the Lambda equivalent in Azure to capture the Kubernetes deployments from the Azure side. I have not
I
looked
can do some
at.
work for you on that. Yeah.
Okay. Um, because that's the easiest hook for us to figure out the deployments is just look at the Kubernetes events coming out when it
Yes.
spins up a pod. It's really,
Mm,
there is the platform engineering side of deploying that Lambda, but it's so minimal
mm.
that the amount of time to deploy that function versus hooking into every single workflow and all that stuff is the least path of resistance.
I basically looked it up now quickly with my AI and my browser because I use Comet Browser, which is a perplexity browser, and it's called Azure Functions. That's what it's
Oh,
called.
okay, cool.
And it uses .NET, Node.js, Python, Java, PowerShell. So I guess you would probably just, what are you using? Python to do these things, I guess.
Go.
Go. Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
actually, it's Go that gets wrapped into a Docker image.
Oh, that's clever. Yeah, because you've got that single binary, right? Makes
Yeah,
sense.
so both AWS and Google support Docker images as the runtime environment for their cloud functions.
Oh, that's clever. Okay, I'll have to go look into what Azure supports. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and the reason being is, especially in the Python world, you get to bake in all your Python dependencies into the Docker image instead of
Uh,
trying to do it in the cloud the Lambda install process.
yeah, that's clever because it's the container takes care of all that stuff then.
Yeah,
That's clever. Yeah, that's
yeah,
clever.
and
Makes
especially if you
sense
want to
too.
run things like some ML or something like that. Um,
Yeah,
the dependency tree for Python gets really complex really quick.
yeah, it's true.
But that's kind of my thought process of where we need to head in the next like month, 3 weeks to a month, is to tick those things off. They shouldn't be big transformations of moving something from one place to another for those cloud providers. And
Mm.
then the only tricky part is going to be the stupid load balancers for the different cloud providers can just be a pain.
Yeah, that's such a pain.
It's you would think they could figure out how to make the bridge between the
Yeah.
load balancer and Kubernetes. You
Yes, it's
know,
not that hard. I mean, I do
no,
it at home.
yeah,
I
exactly,
use it's my public router, fiber router with my Trafic done,
yeah,
and I port forward. It's so easy.
yeah,
You're, of course you
And
do
I
that
use
at home.
Cloudflare, and I use Cloudflare as my yeah, exactly as my security, right? So everything goes through that. There you go. Why is that so hard? I
I
yeah,
don't
don't
think
get
it
it.
is. I don't think
It's
it just
not.
people just don't have time to do it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, and I think part of what we run into is we're looking at it at such a simple level, and doing a deployment to a load balancer for a simple single single ingress into a single cluster um,
Uh,
is overly complicated. But if you're looking at a load balancer that's going to every single zone in Google or every single zone in AWS, you do need that complexity
wow.
for the load balancer to deal with. But for
Yeah, they just I think they're
they should have
over.
like a basic. I want the basic load balancer. I want the
Yeah.
advanced do anything load balancer.
Exactly. Exactly. They should.
But we'll get it figured out. So that's kind of where we're at on that front. And I may end up for Zadia's SBOM utilities, I may end up exposing some more GraphQL endpoints. I got to see when I look at their code what we got. So that's kind of where we're at. Um, trying to think if I missed anything else. I think that's like the short list.
Oh, you got multi-lists, of course.
Oh yeah, my
Well,
list
filling in
go.
government docs must be mad. That must be horrible. Can I even?
Yeah, there was one I came across that they're like, you have a pending submittal in progress. We're going to delete it in the next 2 weeks if you don't submit it or fix it. I got to figure out what that means. Something
Yeah,
weird.
that's cryptic.
Oh, and it's all these, and it's at least six to a dozen websites that you have to have all synced up and talking to each other in the government side. It's crazy.
Oh, it sounds crazy. Sounds like the need for AI, which is probably also even more complex.
Well, that's what a lot of these proposals are that we're working on
Mm.
are AI. Everything in in the U.S. government now is all about
Yeah.
using AI somehow,
Oh, of course. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
but they don't think
Nice.
about the security about that.
No. Can I
Like,
put a link here for you, Steve?
yep,
For Go for zero functions. There
okay,
you
cool.
go. It's
And
actually a training page, but at least it looks like it's supported.
oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, training page works fine because I could point
Mm.
Claude at it and have it go figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
one of the nice things that they fixed in the last couple months is allowing those the chatbots to be able to read web pages finally.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh,
It works amazing.
yeah.
Wait till you see my blog for AI. I'll show you how I do search. I'm using this tool called Claude Code Switch. You guys should really use it. It's flipping amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
drop that, and drop the browser that you're using now, because I take it you're not using Chrome anymore.
Well, Perplexity's browser called Comet is a Chrome engine. It's built off Chrome engine. So it's Chrome, I guess, if you want to, it's the same engine, right?
It's the underlying Chrome engine.
Yeah, yeah, it's exactly the Chrome engine, but it's quite awesome because the AI is baked into the browser. So when I'm on a page, I'm like, a lot of these pages, you don't even know what they're talking about. Some of these companies, it's quite hard to figure out what they even do. And sometimes I just like, what does this company do? And then the AI figures it out for me.
So is it Perplexity AI? Is that it?
Yeah, it's called Comet.
Oh, I just went to their. Let me look for comment.
Um, there's Claude Code Switch. I use that because it allows me to do multi-model, multi-account setup. And it comes with baked in search, like Context 7, and there's a few others. Where's my yeah. Because it's all about saving tokens, right? For me, and
Yeah.
extending my session as far as I can. Um, yes. Where is it now? I've got it here somewhere. Anyway, this is part of my blog, CCS. This is going to be the Ortelius blog, and then I'm going to go and fix all my platform engineering blogs and correct all the URLs for you guys.
Cool.
Make sure that works. Yeah.
All right. Cool. I gotta check those out. All right. I think that's it for today. Did I miss anything? I don't think.
No.
All
I don't
right.
think so.
All right. Cool. Well, thanks, Sasha. Have a good night.
Yeah, it
And
was
Yes.
nice. Nice chatting to you guys. It was only
yep.
three of us today.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just,
all right.
we're getting to that place, right?
It's summertime
It's
here
getting
and
summer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tony's
everyone's on holiday.
traveling.
the
Yeah, yeah,
holiday
yeah.
thing's
Makes
gonna
sense.
start. So yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay, cool. You guys
anyways,
must enjoy your summer.
all right.
Yeah.
Don't
All
freeze.
right.
Good luck cutting
Yeah,
Bye.
wood.
thanks, man. Yeah, I'm going to be
Bye.
chopping wood for long.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.